Welcome, audience, to this episode of the Perceivers Campaign from Rolled on Stage, a university theater production hosted by me, Morgan or Muneer, your wonderful game master for this game, followed by my adventurous players. Say hi, adventurous players.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, so last session was a bit of a doozy. The end was the most of it, so in summary, we had our wonderful adventurers here all get their magical letters that pointed them towards going to the capital and following the Knights of the Republic in their giant mountain crabs. However, there was a bit of a complication in one of the taverns. Why don't you start us off, Blanche?
So, at this point, she's not really going to be saying anything, but she's going to be heading back to the tavern, because that's where she's supposed to go now. She's definitely in a lot of shock, for sure. So, yeah, I'm assuming she'll, just head there.
So, as you're walking down the streets, and Grix is still just ahead of you, just a couple paces, he is still walking in that very, mannequin, straight, no-joint body-like way, and you just can't help but feel this idea forming in your head. The dark star watches over you. And then you find yourself at the tavern. And you open the door, and you see your lovely friend and the two knights still there discussing something. Now, please introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Macey. I'm playing Zillah. She's talked to the guards about the plan on how to get out of her house once she goes to her house. So I feel like she's kind of sitting. Maybe one of the guards bought her food or something.
Probably. I don't think. Do you have any money?
I assume that she does have money. She just doesn't like to spend her money.
Fair. Baron family. So you see Blanche walk back in to the tavern after leaving to go get the letter from Grix. And something seems off. Blanche just seems a little shaken.
Kind of looks like she's going to throw up.
And I assume you sit back down at the table, and one of the guards goes, "You look like shit."
Yeah.
Did something happen?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, I think that means you should talk about it. Did you get the letter?
Yeah.
Oh God. You guys are friends, so and he picks up the other guard and says, "We'll be right back. Talk about it," and he leaves. And the other guard with his food is like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
Emotions, huh?
I'm not going to put my problems on a kid. It's fine.
Okay.
This is part 2, so it's so tea. It's so emotions.
Just emotions, huh?
Okay. How did getting yours go? Like the letter?
Oh. Haven't done that yet.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna end up with the letter when we leave.
Oh, okay. You read it, so it's probably fine, right? Do we need it or anything?
Unless it's a ticket, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I should probably go do that. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, sure. I'll be fine.
Do I need to make you roll a perception to see that that's a lie? Do you even? Well, that's up to you.
Anything but a 1.
with my roll.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said roll it.
Roll it. Roll it.
Anything but a 1.
If you get a 1, you get to leave Blanche alone.
I'm gonna roll the one.
Watch.
3.
Okay, so you think something's wrong with Blanche, and she might not be okay alone.
she's like, taking Blanche with me to my house, not a good idea, might make things worse. But also, can't leave Blanche at table myself.
You're trapped between a rock and a hard place, and you have to make a decision.
Do you want to follow me?
I mean, if you want me to.
Sure.
Okay.
You sound like a small, wet, sad child.
And then I sit down and I go, okay, some things you need to know. Do not talk at all when you are at my house unless you are spoken to directly. Pretend you aren't even there. In fact, yeah. Be prepared. And then I get up and I start walking.
The closer you are to being invisible, the better.
Perfect.
Follow.
You follow, and again, you're the saddest ever. You're just kind of like, you know when you go shopping with somebody and you kind of just NPC walk behind them?
Mm-hmm.
You're just doing that. You're just straight up following with no thought in your head. And you know the way to your house. Do you know what your house looks like? Like, do you have a description for me?
Victorian.
Ooh, okay. I'm getting...
Like rich Victorian. Black. Like gothic.
Gothic. So
Black.
I'm almost getting kind of like a really small wizard Dracula castle.
Yeah.
That's what I had in mind. So the large pyres with the sharp spiky bits, the pillars that all have the like kind of weird like X-dentings, and the big Gothic black metal gate at the very front with your family name encrusted in it, front.
Fun.
Duralots, and probably like a symbol of shiver at the center that kind of opens in the middle. And the gate is locked currently. You know they're in there though. They don't ever fucking leave there unless it's for something important. So you get up to the gate. How do you enter?
I feel like they'd be the type of people to have like magical warding on their gate that can only be broken by them doing magic on it. So I don't exactly, because it's a gate, so I can't exactly knock on the gate.
Well,
but I guess I can.
why don't you give me a perception check for something and give it to me with advantage because it's your fucking home.
With perception, with advantage. Thank God.
With perception.
It was a perception check?
Yeah.
17.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you see
It's your home after all.
It's my house.
you see two of your siblings playing out in front along with your mother. You see them like she's like the two youngest ones. The twins.
Wait, they're not twins.
Well, not twins, but they
I
are
almost made them twins.
so Pyra and I cannot pronounce the name, but Alith?
Oh.
I think it's Alith.
Too many rehearsal notes.
Literally.
All of it is just rehearsal notes.
Rehearsal notes.
Probably Ayla.
Yeah, Ayla.
Alith. So yeah, you see Pyra and Alith playing in the front yard with your mother just sort of like almost sunbathing, but just has like a book over her face and is not paying attention, but is watching them. And they're just laughing and running around and playing with like a ball. Yeah.
Okay. Can the ball roll towards the fence?
Ooh, I think so. I think Pyra kicks the ball and goes like, hold on, I'll go get it. And then comes up to the fence and goes, picks up the ball. Zillah! Hi!
Hi. Can you let me in?
Yeah. And you see, she goes like, and the spell goes, and the gates just open wide. She's like, "Are you here to play?"
Maybe in a little bit.
"You always say that and then you leave." And she throws the ball at your head and runs.
Can I try to dodge it?
Sure, give me a dexterity check, please.
Dexterity that check.
Check that dexterity.
Ooh, nice. Dexterity check. That's pretty good.
21.
21. So as the ball is thrown to you, she does this all the time. This is something that happens every time you say no to playing. You just go, and the ball goes right past you and probably lands directly on your mom's stomach as she's reading the book. And she goes, "Oh, what the fuck?" And she pulls the book down and sees you and goes, "Oh." And then Priya comes up to her and she like puts Priya behind her and is like, "Hi." She gets up, walks towards you, puts the book in her little satchel, puts her house coat on. "Hi, Zillah.
Hi.
Come here for more money?"
No.
"Oh,
I came here for my letter and my things.
your letter? I don't know what you're talking about."
You might not, but Dad does.
Dad hasn't been back since his whole little thing, so whatever you're looking for, it's probably not here.
My things are here.
I suppose so. Are you going somewhere that you need to take them from here? Are you leaving us? No, you'd never.
Oh my god. Why did I give them these names? God damn it.
You got this.
Cash.
Cash? Is Cash here?
Yes.
No, Cash left for school recently. So, I guess you'll not really be seeing him again. But you're okay with that, right? I mean, you go off on your whole wellness camps, so it's not like you saw him recently or anything. Oh, how's that other half-breed? Yimrod? You two, yes, that one, you two always got along pretty well. Are you two, like, going somewhere with this pale amalgam thing?
Yimras won't be coming.
Oh, going on an adventure on your own.
Yes, in fact, I am.
Good. Well, then she takes out this big key ring and goes, "Here's the key to your room, just in case you want to lock it on your way out."
I take it. And then I'll just walk inside.
Good luck. Try not to die too quickly. It would upset your siblings. Oh, half-siblings.
And then I keep walking.
I hate your family.
the difference between like our families compared to
Hi. It's the hi.
She's like an evil stepmom. Is she?
Well,
No.
not technically.
But
Yeah.
not your actual mom. I'm not 100% sure if the parents know that I know.
Yeah, she just likes making fun of you for your colored horns.
Yeah.
Because you have different colored horns to everybody else, and it's not like it's not like a pure genetic thing. It's like hair color, but it's almost like if all your kids had black hair and then one had blonde hair, you're gonna be like, "That's a little
You're a
weird."
weird kid.
Yeah. So it's kind of, especially the mom is a little more passive aggressive with it than Rathadron. Rathadron's just an asshole to everybody.
They're all abusive in their own special way.
It's so funny.
I love the little kid going like. No, literally. For a second, when I dodged, I thought it was gonna hit
Blanche.
It depended on what you rolled. So if it kind of bounced off of you, it would have bounced back to the other one. But because you completely dodged it, it just went straight for the mom. So
Oh no.
you enter this gothic castle, And the doors open wide, and it is covered in dust because nobody fucking cleans in here. Nobody cares enough to clean this place. And you enter, and there's a large sort of carpet taking you to all the rooms, and then there's this little rinky-dinky carpet that goes to like the ground floor room where they keep all your stuff. And you approach it, and what you see is Rathadron trying to get in. He's like trying to unlock the door. He's trying all of his keys, and he's like, this one doesn't work. This one doesn't work.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
This is my room. Why are you trying to enter?
Oh, I thought it was the storage closet where I kept all my extra incantation scrolls.
This is your house.
Yes. But you see, I'm looking for something, and I think to open, and he pulls out the letter. I have a feeling there's a very special kind of incantation on this that's making it hard to open, and I think that there's a scroll I have that can do it, and I just happened to think that it was in one of these rooms, and I was just trying yours next. And he goes back to trying to unlock it.
No! You're not going into my room.
Well, if
and that's my letter.
No, it's for me. You're not, why would they send a letter for you?
Don't
An
know, but it's
unmagic, wrongful child. Why would they send for you?
I don't know. But it's my letter.
Mm.
And I would like it back.
How do you know that exactly? What part of any of this do you know that? Your shadow talks. And you see as he comes over to you and he goes, oh, hello. I thought you were just some shadow following. What are you doing here? I don't remember inviting you. Did you invite this?
Yes.
You brought company over. Oh, you must want dinner. How about you give me the key, and I'll go make my simulacrums, have you make cereal or whatever you eat at 12.
No.
No? You don't want food? What do you want then? You always want something.
I want the letter, and I want to grab my things, and I will be leaving.
Well, here's something about the letter. You said you read it. What's in it? Little shadow?
I don't know, I haven't really read mine yet.
You haven't read it? So how do you know what's in it?
I opened it though. I think it's. Well, didn't you read yours?
Yes, but she's a liar.
Well, okay, I'll open mine then. I'm gonna get it out of my bag and I'm gonna open it. It won't open. Well, okay, like if you. Okay, well I have to go to a different room.
You have to open a letter, read it, and then tell me what's in it in a different room.
Yeah, it's
So you can't open the letter.
It has a thing about like other eyes in the room. Like if you open it with other people, then it won't open for you.
My, you've got a very fancy spell mage with you. What are you, a wizard?
I'm a bard.
Ugh, a musician. You couldn't even get a proper caster with you. You had to get some fucking musician?
I didn't choose.
Is this someone who's also going to the wellness camp? Because you were in the mountain crab together. Should I just pay for your friend here too?
No.
No?
No.
Wait, you said you're going somewhere. So you won't be here for the camp? But how will we get you there if you're not here? And with a wave of his hand, you hear the doors shut behind you with a loud thud. Well, it seems like you're stuck here now. So, why don't you unlock this door for me?
No.
I know your mother has the keys. I let her keep it to entertain her. But she's a little softer than I am, and I know she gave it to you. So why don't you hand me your letter, because I'm pretty sure these are all meant for me.
Wow.
So give me your letter, and then I'll keep them very safe. I'm sorry to say this, but you trust a 12-year-old. I don't know if you can be trusted with something this important.
She's gonna open her bag pretending to get the letter, and then she's going to try to cast sleep.
Love that.
Yes!
So that's a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Ah, no, he doesn't have. Okay. 13. 6 plus 5 is 11. He fails.
Fuck
Yes!
So, how do you want this sleep to kind of happen? Because he's on his guard for magic, so it's not going to be an instant. He's going to kind of stumble and do a little something. But what do you want to happen?
Well, maybe he's gonna continue talking.
He's going to keep talking.
Okay, sure. We'll see what happens then.
He's going to go, yeah, I need that letter. So what's like your hand movements for the spell? What are you...
Well, she's probably going to, like, reach into her bag, pretend she's grabbing the letter, and then just, like, play a few notes on the lyre, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hell
he's
yeah.
like, wonderful. I knew you'd come to reason, and you strum your lyre, and he goes, oh, of course, you absolute children wouldn't understand what it is like to be this important. For something this important, you need. Sorry, I've been busy trying to get this letter to. Oh goodness. And you strum again, and he goes, no, you fucker. You little shadow shit. You think you can cast a spell in my... And he falls over. And all the, like, spell books, because he has these, like, several spell books floating around him simultaneously, his bright blue piercing eyes shut, and he slams into the ground. And he is asleep.
Yeah. Nice.
I just kind of go... I don't know. I mean, he seemed like he wasn't going to let us leave with the letters, so I was like, okay, I don't know what to do here. And then
That was badass.
Yeah.
12-year-old approval. Let's go.
That's the highest approval
That
you can
literally
get.
is. Getting 12-year-olds to like you is insane work.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we should, like, put him on the couch or something so we think he was...
Oh, let him still.
Get your letter from him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the letter, and then I'm gonna open. How long does sleep last?
Let me check, actually.
Let's find out.
Let's find out together. Wakes up, fireball!
I don't care.
Up to 1 minute, so we don't have that long. We're gonna have to look at
I don't care how small this house is. I cast
It's
fire.
fireball.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to grab the letter, and then I'm gonna go into the room, and I'm going to lock the door from the inside.
With Blanche, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm leaving you out. Yeah.
He
Get
wakes
put
up
in the-
and he's like, continue.
And then I'm gonna start packing a bag.
Yeah, your stuff is everywhere you left it. There's arguably a thicker dust layer on this stuff than the stuff outside, but everything's exactly where you left it. Nobody's even set foot in here since you last left. And why don't you roll me a perception to see if you notice just anything fun in the gamer room?
For me?
Yeah,
Okay.
to see if you notice anything in Zillah's room.
Ooh, okay, that's not bad, actually. I don't think I have any perception. Oh, wait, no, I have -1, so that's 14.
14. On a 14, what do you think are the little sort of trinkets and other things that Zillah would have collected that Blanche would notice?
Thought too much into this. Probably like little things from their siblings, so anything that they like the younger two had like kind of crafted and been like, here you go.
Oh, that's so sweet. There's probably a whole wall of drawings.
Yeah.
Just of you like playing with them.
Yeah. And then probably a couple like things that Cash had given for like as like gifts. Can I think of what those are off the top of my head right now? No.
I think, what about like a hand axe that he engraved your name onto the handle of?
Yeah.
You're definitely going to want to take that. I think maybe like, what else would a barbarian really like? Oh, like an eye patch for a costume he wore once.
I like that.
And let's just think of a funny little third thing, a lamp he found.
Yeah.
Like a crystal lamp, like one of those salt lamps.
Oh,
Yeah, those are kind of the three biggest sentimental things you notice in the room.
Yeah.
But you're just grabbing all this stuff. You have giant backpacks, like those really long ones that like the military have.
Yeah.
You got one of those backpacks, you're filling it with shit.
I'd like clothes and I grabbed my giant battle axe. Because I don't
Yes.
think I had that with me before.
No. Do you grab your greatsword as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I grab both. It's massive. So I am 4'6", and this thing is like huge.
It's like the same height as you.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like one of the double-sided battle axes,
Oh, yes.
and just one of the sides is like the width of your body.
Yeah.
It's massive. It almost looks like comically large spoon levels of big.
It would look normal for Dion, and that's saying something.
It would look normal. And I think you're about 45 seconds in, so you have 15 seconds before he wakes up.
Oh yeah, so I will warn you, it's not that long of a spell, so you should probably get out of this.
I can't exactly leave the house yet. Like, we are locked in the house.
Okay.
Can you roll me an Arcana with advantage?
Alright. Ooh. Okay. That's 13.
13. So on a 13, you'd recognize that the spell he cast to close the doors requires concentration. And when you're incapacitated, you can't be concentrating on a spell. So you know that those doors are unlocked.
Okay. So if we have enough time, the doors are I think unlocked. Because I think he was concentrating on a spell. So I think if we like sneak past him like really quick, then we'll be able to get out of the house.
Okay. Then let's go, I guess.
So you two bolt out. He's still asleep. You run all the way past him. You open the doors, and you again just see your mother reading back her book. The kids are playing, whatever. You keep running, and she just sort of puts the book down and goes, something happened.
Something just happened. It's that TikTok
Brad
audio.
the Drown is gonna be
Something just happened.
He's gonna be so upset.
I got to put to sleep by a fucking child.
You get all the way to the front gates, and again, Priya's just standing there with like the ball and goes, I'll only unlock it if you play.
What are we playing?
Dodge! And she throws it at you. Please make a dex save with disadvantage.
Not gonna lie, I don't even think she's ever played dodgeball before. I don't think she understands what dodgeball is.
She just hears the word dodge and a ball's coming at her and she's like, huh?
Literally, is that a saving throw?
Yes.
That's 12.
12. So on a 12, you do manage to like catch it on your chest before it can like hit you, so it counts as her being out. And she goes, you have a dodgeball master in your midst. There's a dodgeball master. And she does the same incantation. And she goes, you can go. There's a dodgeball master. How did you do that?
I don't know. I think she's all.
Thank you.
Doors open. Fucking go.
Before I go, I kind of, like, I kneel down and I just give Priya a hug.
Priya hugs you back and goes, why are you doing this, loser? What's going on?
Because I want to.
Yeah, I want to too. And she bonks you on the back with the ball and goes, play with me next time you come here.
For sure.
And she throws it again and starts running.
Yeah, and then I get up and I leave.
And just as you guys leave, you hear loud warning. Fuckers! And just as you leave, the gates slam shut and he comes out, drool down, fuming. His books are like a tornado around him. And he's like, Zillah, you better not show your fucking face here again.
I won't.
Oh. My face hurts. Just leave. And if that fucker Yimros shows up again, tell him he's not welcome either. Neither of you are. Oh my fucking God. And he looks to your mom and he goes, why didn't you stop her? And he goes back inside and she looks at you and goes, it was funny.